talk to me, I will talk to you. And that is what I'm doing now. I am talking to you, Helen J. Fry, the Honorable Judge Magistrate, District Court Judge of Oregon. I demand my right to trial by jury. This petition demanded by 79 people, plus the people who are signing this now, that they want me put on trial. They want me to have my right to trial by jury. Come on out.
You know you're talking to the wrong side of the building.
I don't care what side of the building I'm talking to. They can hear me on the other side of the building. That's the whole point. I told everyone down at the United States at the Multnomah County Courthouse building on December 1st when they arrested me for trespassing, for federal trespassing, because I went down there seeking help in this matter. They arrested me on federal trespassing charges and threw me in jail. I told them that at that time, at the top of my lungs, I would not shut up and go away. And guess where I'm at today? And today is January 12th. I'm out in front of the courthouse, yelling through the building, and they can hear me inside, because I will not shut up and go away for anyone, because I'm a free person who has the freedom of speech, who has the freedom to protest, who has the freedom to grievance, our government, because they're assholes. That's right. Most of us think the government is assholes. Well, they're wrong. The government aren't assholes. The government are people. Only people up there who everyone around them thinks are assholes, hey, eventually they turn into an asshole. If you call someone an asshole long enough, they're going to turn into an asshole.
That's obvious.
So, the Honorable Helen J. Fry, I am not calling you an asshole. I am telling you that your judgment is an error. And I understand your error, and I understand why you dismissed my case. I understand it. You don't want to battle this court and case because you're going to have to take all the heat for it from the justice system side and also from the corporate side. It would be your decision. And the pressures that they put on you when, hey, I know Fred Meyer's Corporation came down here and got a copy of the case. Hey, they tried to use it against me on the 4th of January, and I have witnesses for that. Fred Meyer's Incorporated laid me off on December 24th. They laid me off. Carolyn Harden informed me that there was no longer a 40-hour position available to me at the Division Fred Meyer's location. And I could accept part-time position, but that was all that was available for me. So, and I wondered why she did this. Because if you look at the documents are dated December 22nd and 23rd for the order and the judgment. And Fred Meyer's Incorporated was informed by Judge Magistrate or by someone in her office that the action had been dismissed and they didn't have to worry about me. Well, they're wrong. They do have to worry about me. Because again, I can prove these facts I'm saying to be true. It is very easy. Subpoena the courthouse records. Subpoena the phone numbers. Subpoena. Go down to Pacific Northwest Bell. Get a listing of all the phone numbers from Judge Helen J. Fry's office, and I bet you anything that there's phone calls made to the Fred Meyer's main office. I bet you anything. And Helen J. Fry, I understand this. You did not have the final decision. The people around you putting pressure on you. Hey, you did what you thought is right. That's fine. I'm doing what I'm thinking is right. But you come out here and you try to explain it to me. Because you're wrong. And I can prove you wrong. So come on out.
So what, you want a trial about the gross
That's right.
discourtesy?
The trial I want to be put on trial so that Fred Meyers has to prove in a court of law that I was grossly discourteous to numerous customers and insubordinate and disrespectful to the store director. And on my countersuit against them is they have violated my 7th Constitutional Amendment, my 6th Constitutional Amendment, my 1st Constitutional Amendment, and my 13th Constitutional Amendment, Section 1. That is my counter lawsuit against them. Their case against me, what they have found me guilty of, was gross discourtesy to numerous customers and insubordination and disrespect.
Did you let the language that some people are offended by out of your speeches?
I will say what I wish to say to anybody. If it offends wish me to change my language. I'm sorry, I'm going for the mass appeal approach here. I'm a salesman. I know how to sell things. That's what I've been doing for years. I was also in the Army for 6 years. I was a soldier in the United States Army for 6 years, supporting and defending the Constitution of the United States of America from all enemies, foreign and domestic. I consider right now Judge Fry's actions classify her as a domestic enemy of the Constitution of the United States of America. And I also classify Fred Meyer's Incorporated and KK&R and Judge and Carolyn Harden as domestic enemies of the Constitution of the United States of America.
What are you trying to convince us of? That you are likely not to have been discourteous to customers?
I am not guilty of being grossly discourteous to any customer, to anyone.
To us.
Huh?
Being grossly discourteous to
I know.
everybody around here.
Because I'm sorry folks, I'm going for the massive, okay. Okay, wait, you want me to, here, I'll explain this to you. Ask me your question.
What is it that you want a trial?
Okay.
because
Under my 7th constitutional amendment right, ensued under common law, ensued at common law, anytime the conservatory value exceeds $20, the right to trial by jury shall be preserved. On November 5th, 1992, Carolyn Harden, the store director of Division Fred Meyer's, fabricated charges of grossly discourteous to numerous customers against the plaintiff, myself, Brian L. Morgan, and suspended him without pay for 2 days, which the conservatory law, sir, was $80. She did not give me a fair and impartial trial. She railroaded me, she shafted me. I can prove it if I can get it in court of law. That is why I filed under my 7th constitutional amendment rights for a trial, a civil jury trial, and the Honorable Judge, the Honorable Helen J. Fry, the District Court Judge of Oregon, has denied me my 7th constitutional amendment rights.
On what basis did you deny it?
That I can show no claim of constitutional injury. And she uses a criteria of dismissal of McDonnell Douglas Corporation versus Commodore Business Machinery Incorporated. It's all in those documents right there. Every word I'm saying is right there in those books.
But is your argument, wouldn't your argument apply to anyone who gets fired?
Yes, it does.
So
That is our constitutional right.
Wait.
Implies.
You're saying that anyone who gets fired should have a
No.
trial?
I didn't get fired, sir. I did not get fired.
Well,
I worked until December 24th until I was laid off. During the time of November 5th and December 24th, I was in enforced servitude as defined under the 13th Constitutional Amendment, Section 1, for punishment of a crime.
Why would you enforce the service?
Because of the actions taken on by Carolyn Harden on November 5th of 1992.
What was the force used against you?
Say again?
What was the force used?
The employee warning notice.
So they were preventing you from leaving?
No. The force was hardship or greater hardship. Okay, be in my place. Your boss calls you up into the office and goes, "I'm removing you from your job because
That happened
no,
to me on November
no, sir.
Yeah, that's what
Sir.
That's when my boss walked
Okay.
into my office.
Okay, well, and your boss tells you that we are going to take you from whatever position you're in, where you're doing a great job and a fantastic job, but we don't like your impressions that you're giving people, and say we'll give you any other job in the store at the same hours and the same pay, but during the next 90 days you're going to have to work your ass off and get nothing for it."
Well, wasn't everybody in the store working their
No.
ass off?
There's a different quantity of work. There's a different work amount. I have 70 pictures of the amount of work I've done.
90 days?
No,
You were getting paid when you didn't like the job you were doing?
no. I was found guilty of a crime, and my punishment was working in those locations for 90 days.
What's the crime?
The crime I was convicted of was gross discourtesy to numerous customers and insubordination and disrespect to the store director.
That's not a crime.
Yes, it is. It is a crime. It is a civil action crime. Civil crime. It's a civil crime. That's how come I filed a civil action lawsuit against it.
Who found you guilty of the crime?
Carolyn Harden, the store director, acting as the superior of the location, look up the definition of the word judge in the dictionary.
Oh, you're really stretching this.
No, I'm not. It's
just
common
got
law.
fired.
It's common law, sir.
Fired
Sir,
for being the same kind of person
fine.
you
You are
here.
entitled to your opinion, sir. I've got 79 people. See, sir, you're one of the people that say I don't have constitutional rights. And you're wrong,
Oh,
sir.
here you go.
I have constitutional rights.
Hey, can I say something?
I have constitutional rights, sir. I've just tried to explain this to someone that deals with this courthouse here every day, and he has just told me again, he doesn't think, he just says I got fired. I did not get fired. You asked my union. My union, I didn't get fired. I got voluntarily quit. I got voluntarily quit. On January 4th, after my protest meeting down here, after I held a protest on January 29th down here, Fred Myers Incorporated called me up. I actually take that back. My union representative, Rick Sawyer, called me up and informed me that Fred Myers had rescheduled me to work on January 4th at 9 a.m. and that they wanted a meeting with me. Well, when I got up into the meeting, the only thing they wanted to talk to me about, they didn't want to talk to me about my problems. They didn't want to talk to me about my job. All they wanted to talk to me was about me coming down here and protesting. That's the only thing they were concerned with. And I told them, I'm sorry, I have a lawsuit. My attorney has advised me that I need to request a leave of absence because of this lawsuit. And according to my union, Fred Myers Corporation and KKR Corporation have the final say if they will approve of leave of absence. They said that my multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Fred Myers Incorporated was not a valid reason for a leave of absence request. Now, and because of that action, they said, no, my union could do nothing for me. And at that time, I told them again, I'm sorry, my attorney has advised me that I cannot work for you under these circumstances at this moment in time. And you want to know what they said? The gentleman, Mr. Wojciechowski. Mr. Wojciechowski, that's right, that was the gentleman's name that said this to me. He goes, well, then we'll take that as a voluntarily quit. And I told him, I didn't voluntarily quit. I told you, I can't work for you because it's a conflict of interest. A reasonable conflict of interest because of this lawsuit. But they said I quit. I did not quit shit. I'll be back in a moment, folks. Now I'm over here putting more money in the parking meter. Officer. Oh, the police are here now, folks. Hey, chickens of Portland, are you chicken of the police, too? Are you afraid of the police? Do you think that they are all-powerful? Do you know the police can't even stop me from doing this? The police cannot even stop me from doing and saying what I wish to say, right up here like this, as long as I'm doing it peacefully, as long as I'm not causing anyone too much problems. And making a little noise is not causing anyone too much problems, is it? I'm being peaceful up here. I haven't done anything to anybody. But here comes a Mr. Police Officer who is going to tell me that I cannot use a public address system because it violates the city ordinance. Well, the city ordinance is way weaker than...
I don't need a permit, sir. I'm exercising my first constitutional amendment rights.
All right, we'll take this one too. Yes, ID on this.
Sir, I have not done anything wrong, folks. Hey, point this camera back for me, guys. Point this camera back for me. Why did you point my camera away from me, sir? Hey, sir, I am not violating. I am entitled to my rights under my first constitutional amendment rights. I do not need a city permit to carry out my first constitutional amendment rights, sir. I don't need permit from anyone. It is entitled to me under my constitutional amendment rights.
You want to unlock this, or do I?
No, I do not, sir. If you cut my lock, I'm charging you with. Look at this, folks. Sir, my car. My car. Take my car, sir. Hey, folks, look at this. Look at this. Did he stop my camera from working, too? I don't even know if that's recording. Hey, can someone come over here and look and see if my camera's still recording for me? Just look through the peephole sight for me. Look at this. Look at this. Hey, guys. Look at this. Look what the police are. They're taking away. I have rented and paid for everything that's up here. This is my personal property. He has seized my personal property under the 4th Constitutional Amendment. He cannot do that without proper writ.